Welcome to my channel. Here we explore rare historical photos that reveal powerful moments and untold stories from the past. Sit back and enjoy this visual journey through time.